It is the first official working day of 2024. By the time most of us get into work this morning, Canada's top executives will already have made more money than the average worker makes all year. That's according to a new survey by the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives. Scott Peterson is following that story for us this morning and joins us now. So, Scott, what time? Yeah. What time does all of this take place this morning?
Pretty early, pretty much before anybody's going for a coffee break this morning at 9:27 a.m. Eastern Time, that the top executives, the top CEOs in Canada are going to be making more than the rest of us make for the rest of the entire year for 2024. And this is something we talk about every year, Hillary. It gets people incensed. It makes a lot of people irate as far as how much more the top CEOs are making than the rest of regular Canadians. Let's take a look at this study by the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, starting with the top CEOs making, on average, the top 100 anyways, $14.9 million for the tax year in 2022. And this is how we know this number. That's a new record amount, and that's up about $600,000 from the previous year. That works out to $7,162 per hour, and that's about 246 times more than a regular worker makes, and those numbers too are both records as well. The average Canadian worker, by comparison, makes $60,600 per year, and you can see where I'm going here. The math adds up to 927 this morning. The top CEO has already made $60,600, and this is taking into consideration that there's holiday pay from January 1st just yesterday, so that added up is how we get to that exact time. Now, the top CEO compensation is up about 4.5% year over year, or about $623,000. And by comparison, the average worker's salary in Canada is up by 3%, or $1,800 a year. And these are eye-popping numbers, no matter how you look at it, Hillary, and it incenses people every year when we bring them out.
Eye-popping, for sure.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives. Are they offering any solutions?
They are. They are a left-leaning organization, self-described, and they have some tax options for it, different taxing options. For example, removing corporate deductibility for pay packages that are over $1 million, introducing some sort of wealth tax, increasing capital gain taxes, all taxes that are very unpopular with CEOs and the upper earners of the year. But there is an underlining of this story, Hillary, and it's the same one every year, that the rich are getting richer, and this story sort of confirms that yet again.
Something for us all to contemplate over that one more morning coffee that I think we can fit in before 9:27 a.m. Is upon us. Scott, thanks for this.
You bet. Thanks, Hillary.